I saw the kid, he said he'd be back in 3 days.
Halloween's most hated candy, at least in Canada. Store-bought versus homemade. Who will be the victor? But what is this most hated candy I'm talking about? I'm talking about molasses taffy, which you likely saw sold in stores, and if you were lucky, or unlucky, in your Halloween bag. I have mentioned them before, as you may remember, and I'm one of the weirdos who likes Kiss. But you didn't have grandma who made them fresh with you, now did ya? The origins of the molasses taffy, actually known as Sainte-Catherine's taffy, aren't that obscure, but do have some shadowy clouds in their history. A teacher from Quebec, back when the riffraffs of France were dumped onto this lofty piece of land, was trying to get girls educated. Why? Because they were unmarried and needed to learn the basics of housewifery, the good old days. That included the king's daughters and Native American women. I think you might see where I'm going. So, basically some teacher lured girls into going to school with candies. That's already awful, but being a Christian church, we all know where it eventually led for many Native American girls. Now that's despicable. I don't think St. Catherine would have approved either, considering she was executed for not wanting to marry a Roman emperor. St. Catherine's taffy remained a popular treat in Acadia, and today, a few companies still sell them for us to enjoy, often known as kisses. But not these kisses. But what do St. Catherine taffies taste like? Like molasses cookies, without the extra spices and without the cookie. Are you guys ready for some drama? Let's go! I'm using one of my grandma's recipes. She's the mom of my stepfather, and I have many fond memories of us baking together. But get this, she isn't actually my grandma. And my stepdad isn't actually my stepdad either. He's the guy who stuck around when my mom broke up with him so we could still go camping and fishing together. Anyway, my not actual grandma's daughter wrote me a compendium of her best recipes, and that's where I got this from. Hey, it's almost like having to read someone's life story to finally get to the recipe. Except, there are no recipes. So after finding the recipe in a fabled book...
Yes, hello? Is this my mom's ex's sister? Uh-huh. Yeah, it's about that recipe for the molasses taffy. Uh-huh. Is that so? She said good luck.
I set to work.
It's not working.
Can you move away if you're going to have a frowny face?
It's still the same thing.
He took the light with him.
I've been needing this thing for ages and it's not doing anything.
2 hours and a blister later.
Alright, so we're finally done making all of these, and I got the blister to prove it. I don't know if we can see this. Maybe I made them wrong.
Okay, that didn't work out well. Obviously, that wouldn't have been fair comparison, so I googled through many recipes and found they had common denominators. I settled for a recipe that seemed as clean and easy as possible. Let's get started.
It's happening.
To make things simple, we'll rate the taffies from 1 to 5. 1 being terrible, and 5 awesome. We're going to compare 5 categories: texture, sweetness, molasses taste, stickiness, and overall likability.
Welcome back, everyone. As you can see, I haven't tucked my ears. It was really cold in the woods. I already did another video where I taste tested my homemade version, the first one, and it turned out to be absolutely terrible. I had an old recipe and it was lacking a lot of information, and I looked it up online. Yeah, after some research, it turns out that you probably need extra ingredients. So I have compiled some data. The first batch, which is this one, contained only water, sugar, molasses, and butter. This one have the same ingredients, but with some added vinegar, baking soda, and tartar cream. The vinegar probably has some purpose of making it a little less hard, possibly. I'm not a chemist, but the baking soda definitely took out some of the sourness. And so we're gonna do the test again, but I'm gonna leave out this one. I already have the data here. I'm gonna start with the store-bought ones from Cares. The texture, it melts well in your mouth. It's smooth and it's very agreeable, so I would say definitely a 4. Now the second batch. And so, this one is probably gonna be a little less smooth. Okay, yeah, it's definitely harder. Holy moly. This is good. Texture's a 3. This is wonderful. I'm glad I remade the batch. It is smooth, but it's a little hard. I'm guessing the corn syrup inside of these probably helps make it a little bit easier to bite into. Sweetness levels, though, they're not extremely sweet, so I would give them maybe a 3. Okay, sweetness is a 4. It's more sweet, but not in an overpowering way. I could eat maybe a little less than these, but I could still eat a lot of them. So yes. But molasses taste is not very strong, so I would give it a 2. It has a little bit of a coconut oil taste. The molasses on point in there. You can taste it, so I'd give it a big fat 5. You can taste it, and there's this butteriness. They're a little sticky though, so I'd give them a 3. The stickiness, it's way more sticky. Give it a 2, just because it is pretty sticky. And overall likability, I'm gonna give them a 4, because I really like them. The reason why I would give it a 4, even though the data doesn't add up, this overall likability, is that I feel like I could eat a lot of it. Overall likability, I give this one a 6, but it's not in the chart. Definitely a 5. This is way better. So, finally, compared this fairly, the question was, which one is better? Well, just like, is the book better than the movie? Homemade totally beats store-bought. And so, this is it. We come to an end, guys. A little bit more music?
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Okay, I need my ocarina back. Link, if you're watching this, I've been waiting long enough. Gimme, gimme. And that's it, folks. I hope you have a happy Halloween. Don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell button, because how else are you going to see all of my videos are coming up? Ooh, that was good. And see you next time.
It's blooper time.
It's not easy.
Why do you do this to yourself?